Mmesoma to confess over UTME scores falsification, promised to plead for her forgiveness. I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Mojid Jamiu. If you're ready, let the hangout start now. Thank you for staying with us. The more government and men of goodwill try to reverse the dangerous trend in the southeast regarding Monday sit at home, the more hoodlums thwarted such efforts. The Commissioner of Police in Ebonyi State, Faleye Olaleye, said the command has launched a manhunt for suspected members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network, ESN, who terrorized some traders in the state by trying to enforce sit-at-home in Isheke and other markets in the state on the 4th of July. According to the police commissioner, the hoodlums went to Ahotu Road along Enugu-Abakaliki Expressway, Isheke and Akeze markets, shooting sporadically. Let's share the video with you.
It's happening live and direct. Today, 4th July 2023, economy live. Economy live is in Ebonyi Abakaliki at Isheke market. Economy, as you can see, that cake is burning now. It's burning. Burn everything. I don't want anything to remain. Burn it. Destroy them. Destroy everything. Destroy them. Destroy them. Sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu must be released. No Nnamdi Kanu, no peace. No Nnamdi Kanu, no peace happening at Ebonyi, Abakaliki at Isheke market. Economy life. Destroy all of them. As you can see it, everywhere is burning. Everywhere is burning. Sit at home. Using Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu must be released.
You know, it's another thing if you, these guys, I don't know what they want, but terrorizing your people. I feel that some people will say, oh, if they are targeting outsiders, people that are not from that place, is another thing. But when you wreak havoc and terrorizing, killing, maiming your own people, so the philosophy becomes
against what Nnamdi Kanu himself stands for. And people have said this repeatedly, that Nnamdi Kanu does not want to see Easterners suffer. He was fighting for them, for their rights. So it's against the grain if by your actions you inflict pain on your people. That's not what Nnamdi Kanu stands for. That's not what he stands for. And people have said this: when you destroy the economy of the Southeast on account of imposing your own version of civil defense, civil disobedience, you are not helping the people. The economy of the Southeast is suffering. Look at a state like Anambra, struggling to generate ordinary 2 billion a month. Is it right?
Should not be.
Because the potential to generate a lot more than that is there. Struggling. What is 2 billion? In a state where you have probably the biggest market in West Africa. But people now divert their cargo. The average Igbo businessman wants to open his container on a Monday morning. But they are forced now to divert to Akwa Ibom and other neighboring states outside the Southeast. Some businesses have even been moved to Delta State because it's just a spitting.
Some are Asaba.
In Asaba, that's what I'm saying. Just across the bridge, because nobody enforces sit at home there. This Ebonyi was a place where they were not really enforcing sit at home. You know, I was in Ebonyi some time ago when I was invited to witness the inaugural flight. You know, while I was there, I decided to look at some of the work that the governor had done on my own, just to see what he has done. Not that the governor told me that I should do it. In fact, he does not even know that I did all of those stories. You know, just did it because I felt he was doing something remarkable. That is me. I've done it. Whether he appreciates this or not, I don't really care. But I've done it. During that time, there was supposed to be sit at home in Ebonyi. They didn't observe sit at home. So my feeling is that they must have been angered by the fact that over time in Ebonyi, people did not really care about this sit at home. Now they've come to instill fear in people, so that what is happening in Anambra, what is happening in Enugu, happening in Anambra, especially Anabia, would also begin to happen in Ebonyi. That is why, in my view, they've gone to that place. And you also recall that there's a video too that was just recently released about these individuals flogging school children.
Yes,
and
that went to school on a Monday.
Why did you? So the children were saying, we will not try it again. They were asking them, what do you have to say? The little kids were saying, we will not try it again. We will not try. What is the offense of those little ones that you have to flog them because they came out? And their teacher, they went to bring the coordinator from her house. She had left the school. She said she gave instruction that they should close the school. But some were still in school.
They don't think rationally.
They went to bring her and made her to lie flat on the.
They were flogging her alongside with the pupils.
So this is the thing. When I posted, someone said, what do you want to achieve by posting this thing? We have people who have lost their brains on social media. When we don't point at these bad things happening, how do you get government to do the needful? This is the video. You don't want us to talk about bad things happening in the southeast. How do we take care of the people? How do we push our government to do what is right to keep our people safe? If you all want us to pretend that all is well, no, we won't. In your house, keep it to yourself. But the job of the journalist is to point at those things that are wrong in the society, whether it is the individuals that are wrong or the government of the day. It is the duty of the security forces to keep our people safe. This flogging of people in broad daylight naturally should not happen. And where it is happening, we have to tell them that, look, protect our people. That's the essence of talking about, not that everybody will keep quiet until all is well. No. If other people are doing it, we will not do it. We won't keep quiet.
Mojid, I think this is a challenge to the Bola Tinubu administration, the new administration, that look, this is a clear security challenge that has been there all through the time of Muhammadu Buhari, and Muhammadu Buhari allowed it to fester. Within the territory and confines of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, there will be no states, there will be no region that they will have another law separately from what the federal government is doing up there.
I think our brothers from the southeast should realize that you don't win wars or battles with the use of force. Most of the wars that are won end up at the dialogue table. And I mean, to see people being flogged openly, being shot at openly because they went to work on a Monday or they attempt to go to school on a Monday is so disheartening. And let's look at the economic loss. Collectively, the 5 states loses between 500 million and 750 million collectively every Monday. We have 52 Mondays in a year. And if they continue to enforce this, the revenue base of those 5 states will continue to dwindle. And also the purchasing power parity of the hapless people, of the masses of those 5 states, will continue to dwindle. So if you are inflicting pains on your people because of Nnamdi Kanu, rather, I think the elders of the Southeast should sit down and call these characters to order and find a way of meeting with the federal government and securing, I mean, a kind of agreement that will ensure that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, of course, there will be peace in that place. I mean, rather than for these miscreants to continue to inflict pains on the masses they are trying to protect. Because as far as I'm concerned, federal government is nebulous. If you are observing sit at home in that place, in 5 states out of 36, business is booming in other parts. To the extent that businessmen in these southeast states are now taking their wares, their goods to the south. I mean, it is just, it's unthinkable. And I think the earlier people realize this, the better. Flogging small children, pupils. And,
I went to school too.
Because they are going to school. You want to reduce school days to 4 in a week. No. Most businesses, I mean, the highest concentration of economic activity happens on a Monday. Because those who made money Friday night, Saturday, Sunday would attempt to go into the bank on the Monday. So Tuesday, you want to even look at whether the sit-at-home is still ongoing. So it has shortened the economic activity. The number of man-hours is reduced. Those who those who do many jobs like artisans, they can't go to work on Mondays. So which means instead of working from Monday to Saturday, now they have 1 day off. So it is really, really bad, and I think the elders of the Southeast should call these characters to order because they are inflicting pains on both the economy and the people of the Southeast.
You can't call them to order at this stage because this struggle has been taken over by miscreants, cultists, and the rest of them. You know, the governors of the Southeast created their own version of Amotekun. And when they created Ebubeagu, we thought that it would go a long way in securing the people. But from what we see, the people are not secure at all. It's like people have been left on their own. So, going by what is happening in the Southeast, I believe that the release of Nnamdi Kanu is the only way by which this whole thing can come to an end. If anyone thinks people like Ezife, Chief Ezife and the rest of them, who used to have influence on IPOB, remember they spoke with IPOB, and IPOB, which earlier threatened not to allow election to take place, the governorship election to take place in Anambra, came out with a directive that people can go and vote.
Yeah.
But don't forget that IPOB issued a fresh decree that sit-at-home would only happen on days that Nnamdi Kanu
is taken to court.
So the same group, the same group that instituted the sit-at-home form of civil defense, has already discountenanced it in the way in which he started it by now making it compulsory only on days when Nnamdi Kanu is brought to court. But because it's been hijacked, you have a situation in which cultists have their own ideas. Cultists have made up their minds to enforce it all the same. That means they are not even listening to Emma Powerful or anybody that speaks for IPOB. So if Emma Powerful gives an instruction today, those boys are not likely to listen.
They won't listen.
They're not likely to listen.
I will see a situation that if Nnamdi Kanu is even released, they might continue their sit-at-home.
No, I don't think. Because since they are saying it's because of Nnamdi Kanu. You know, it's like, okay,
I don't trust those characters.
All of us, we have a goal. We want this person out of detention. Now, the way by which we try to achieve it is different, but we have a singular goal. So that's why I believe that once it comes out of detention, they will have no reason to say, okay, we are still doing, sit at home for what now? Once the man is out of prison, what are you sitting at home for? So it will be difficult for them to continue. But maybe they are just more radical than the other people. It's just like Boko Haram. Boko Haram too, at a point, Boko Haram lost it and they broke into factions. And the goals of the different factions was different.
That's exactly my fear. That they might not even stop at that.
Okay.
If it's released.
According to an African proverb, truth is like a calabash. The more you suppress it in water, the more it comes out to the surface. A former aviation minister, Osita Chidoka, has commended the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, for the way it treated the case of Mmesoma Ejike in the 2023 UTME candidate accused of result forgery. Chidoka, who is also the owner of the computer-based testing center where Mmesoma sat for her examination, advised her to confess over the results as it was fake. He said he will beg JAMB for leniency if Mmesoma comes clean to the source with the source of our results. Jide, Osita Chidoka, the center where Mmesoma sat for this examination, and he came out with his own side of the story. And thank God that if you have people like this,
still have people where some are losing their heads.
Yes, that
we still have
people can come out to say the truth.
Yes, not caring where the person.
Maybe the person is from my ethnic group or anything. Osita is coming out.
I don't know what has come over us as a people.
Because some people are still calling for the scrapping of JAMB. Some people are still calling for thorough investigation because of.
Leave all that one. Leave that. Nobody. There is no. All of those talk about investigation. How? JAMB has concluded the investigation. What do they want to investigate? And all the facts that you need, are available. I don't understand what really has come over our people. You see people that you used to think were decent. They are the ones piling pressure on JAMB. Calling JAMB names, issuing threats. The same Oloyede that we used to praise. People will get up now trying to blame JAMB for what has happened. Nobody can stop people from faking documents. Whether it is land document or their school certificate, we still see big politicians up to today, they are still faking documents. There's no time. Even INEC from EC8A. INEC has consistently increased the security features on its INEC from EC8A, the result sheet, because politicians will go and get their printers to print it.
Counterfeit.
And at the end of the day, they will write figures by themselves. Thanks to beavers. These things are not easy to do again. So, what are they talking about? The templates, he talked about the fact that the templates on which they used to write results has changed. He even said that he noticed that they did not get the name of the testing center right.
Correctly.
Because the name of the testing center that was used by this forger has changed since 2021. And INEC has changed the way. Look at her holding the thing in landscape format. People can't reason that, look, others are in this form. Because my son sat for this same JAMB now. And I have the result. And there are people that I try to help with admission who also sent me their results. I released those ones 2 days ago. And you saw, look, that's the way it is. So if out of 1.6 million people, an individual is going around with something that looks like this.
With landscape instead of portraits.
Yes. And
you are blaming JAMB.
And you are blaming JAMB. Something is wrong with you. How do you blame JAMB for this kind of thing? Some are citing, oh, is it not the same JAMB where somebody stole money and claimed that it was a
snake?
Okay, good. Who exposed the person? Is it police that exposed the person? Is it not Professor Loede that exposed the same person? How many times do we see stealing going on within Nigerian agencies and they cover it up by themselves? Because once you accommodate, you settle people, they keep quiet. But Oloede was the one who exposed the fraud. JAMB is constantly retooling its processes. Yeah. Look at what Osita said, to the shame of the people backing this forger of a girl. Osita said that when he was FRSC boss, that it was JAMB that he used to conduct exam for people who wanted to get into FRSC.
Yeah.
So if he wasn't sure that that was an excellent organization where good things still happen, would he have used them to help him to conduct exam before? Maybe we were writing when we start for JAMB. If they were using paper now.
Yes, no. Yes, sir.
Today they are using computer. They even said now that in future exams that you are going to use your phones. You can use your phones.
Yes, sir.
They have a device that ensures that you cannot access the internet, even if you use your phone. Inside that exam hall, you won't be able to access the internet. So at the end of the day, you still can't cheat.
Google. Yeah.
You still can't cheat, even if you use your... So they are constantly innovating, and you are abusing them because we are gripped by emotions. The biggest problem with many Nigerians is that they can't brush aside their emotions. Oh, we used to think Babajide was objective. Oh, today, since Tinubu won the election, he has become a changed person. Oh, Babajide, the same APC people. They remember when APC people used to call me tomato journalists and all those absolute rubbish. Today, they've forgotten that I used to quarrel with APC people. Some will even come to TVC here to abuse me on a program that I supervise. Have you not seen that before?
Yeah, you see.
Now today, because you chose to stand on the... Not all of us believe in political correctness. Political correctness is rubbish. Speak the truth. One day we will all die and go and meet our maker. What is political correctness? Oh, I come from this tribe. If they see me opposing what this guy has done, people are going to abuse me. More people in their hearts, they know the truth, but they don't want to say it.
But the person imagine the highest score with the highest score, she's still from the same state.
From Anambra, 360. Now
that's the person we should be celebrating.
Yes, four distinct features that nailed Mmesoma and our fraudulent backers. Now, number one, the name of that center, like Jide said, has changed from Thomas Chidoka Computer-Based Center to Ikemefuna Foundation. Now you have the Thomas Chidoka in brackets. They forgot that one because that Thomas Chidoka was last used in 2021. Number two, what JAMB did is to also, if you look at our own results, you won't find the choices of universities there. In 2023, you will see the choices of university from your first choice to second choice, third choice, fourth choice in the portrait, in all the 1.6 million results, apart from that of Mmesoma. Because as at 2021, JAMB was not putting the choices of universities. My son sat for JAMB this year, and I have his result. His choices of universities is not in landscape, it is portrait. So, now, another one is the age. The doctored, when you scan Mmesoma's result, you will see the age of the original owner who scored 134. One Yoruba girl. So, and the last one, that's it. You see, the one below,
portrait,
below on that portrait, you will see the choices of universities. Go and check that of Mmesoma. You won't see the choices from. You will see 4 universities there. for all the people that sat for JAMB in 2023. So JAMB is not stupid, and Professor Loide is smarter than them. He said, if Anambra government lies, let them set up a 20-man professor to come and investigate Mmesoma's matter. He has concluded investigation and he has banned Mmesoma for 3 years. And you could see the way the girl was talking. She said, I'm innocent. I've always been coming first from primary school. If you have been coming first from primary school, it does not mean you come first in JAMB. JAMB is a different ball game.
Yes, no.
I came first in my WAEC result when I went to retake, and I only scored 222 in JAMB in 1985. On Jojubi. or rather, as they will say, they gave me 222.
No, then when people score something lower than what they want, they gave me 222. If they score something high, they say I scored so. The teacher, when they score what they truly deserve, and the teacher gave them, they will say, oh, for me, 54. He said, hello for any 54. But
if you scored 98, like
scored 98, you give yourself the credit.
Yes.
So, teacher man, teacher suffer. People bring us up who own our character and disposition. Because don't give them credit.
Because my parents are teachers, I see some of these things. And I mean, that man is a wicked man. They will be saying it in my presence. So say that man, that is a very wicked man.
You say he's a stingy.
But when they score very well, say they will even buy. Their parents will buy food stuff and come and give it to us. So to my dad, thank you for the good job you are doing. I say, come. Is it that these people are bribing or what? But some people will be saying, that man is very wicked. And some people will even bring their kids to my dad
let's
to train them.
Make the point. People calling Mmesoma a minor, they don't know what they are talking about. It is the age of the other person that they are
talking about.
Mmesoma is 19 years.
Yes, he's 19.
Our father came on a program and gave the real age. People don't know that. You see, when you are trying to cover the truth, you will make some mistakes that will expose you as a liar. Our real age is 19. Omotola Jalade Kehinde had her first child at 18 years.
18. Yeah.
People get married at that age.
Oh. Okay, hold your thought there. We'll take this break. When we come back, we'll talk more. We'll be right back.
Sometimes it's the story that calls. At other times, the people just want to be heard.
School, I need students, but I need teacher.
Can't continue like this.
Their voices re-echoing through time itself.
We haven't done anything.
If the tide is high, everybody run for safety.
Their tears leave a sweet sour taste for all their demands. A familiar call beckoning for change. In our world, no one expects a disaster to happen. But when it does, we'll be there to x-ray all sides, from the east to the west, north and south. Community Forum will examine the oddities and challenges to economic development, as well as issues yearning for government intervention. Watch fresh episodes of Community Forum on Sundays by 9:30 p.m. only on TVC News.
Thank you for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is Journalist Hangout. We're reaching you live from our headquarters here in Lagos, Nigeria. And I still have Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Mojid Jami in the studio. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives expressed contrary opinion when members waded into the allegation of result forgery leveled by JAMB against Mmesoma. The lawmakers expressed concern that the examination body acted in an unprofessional manner in a matter involving a minor by withdrawing her results and banning her for 3 years as she may have been manipulated by an adult. The House set up an ad hoc committee to probe the matter and asked JAMB to stay action until the Green Chamber concludes its investigation. Let's share the story with you.
Year-old Mmesoma has been in the news for some days now. The bone of contention is the alleged forging of her UTME results, which prompted JAMB to impose a 3-year ban on her.
This is my aggregate 362. This is exactly how I printed it out and loaded it from that site.
River State Legislator Awaji Aviation comes with a motion seeking the intervention of his colleagues in the controversy that has recently dominated the media space.
Allege that some of the 2023 UTME candidates are parading already fake scores. I therefore call on the House to resolve to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the alleged manipulation of UTME results by AGK Mmesoma and any other person.
It's an IT issue. Some criminals created an app, and I will share it with my colleagues so that they will find out this girl was manipulated by some adults, some individuals, in order to take advantage of our talent, to cash on the privileges that comes with the highest score in JAMB examination.
Other members are no less taken aback by the turn of events, and their appeal is that JAMB stands down on the ban placed on the candidate.
With respect to this case, we must presume innocence on the part of the girls. At the same time, we must presume or assume that the JAMB has acted pursuant to the law establishing them.
The consensus is that JAMB's approach has failed the test of institutional procedure. JAMB has alleged a criminal offense, a very serious criminal offense of forgery. And then JAMB at the same time, just like somebody stated, is also investigating this allegation of forgery without, when there is supposed to be a presumption of innocence. JAMB has also gone ahead to even punish the girl. I mean, come on, something is definitely wrong with that process.
And had committees to conduct the investigation and report back in 1 week. Joke Edsa, TVC News, Abuja.
So, our lawmakers described Mmesoma as a minor, one, Jide, and that lawmaker that just finished speaking said JAMB assumed the position of a prosecutor, a judge, and everything in this case. So, they are calling for further investigation of JAMB. Even Abia State, they've set up like a 15-man committee with Professor D's, Professor That's,
8 professors
to investigate this particular. What do you make from this?
Our lawmakers need to busy themselves with more tangible things. They have no business getting involved in this. We have institutions that can deal with this matter. The DSS, if they are calling for DSS to complete the investigation and then make the findings known, I understand. But for lawmakers who should be busy
ad hoc committee
with state matters,
they're getting us
covering themselves about
cushioning effects for petrol.
Matter of a young girl blatantly forging. I mean, these people should be more serious than this now. They were not elected to be behaving like this. What is their business in this matter? What is their business? There are more pressing issues in our country. that they can busy themselves about. Even the duty of checking the excesses of Nigerian ministries, agencies, and parastatals. They've not done 100 of it.
They are oversight functions.
They are oversight functions. They've not done 100.
Is it part of their oversight function?
JAMB, when you want to sit for JAMB, there are rules.
You submit yourself.
You submit yourself to
you sign.
Rules. Are these federal lawmakers telling me now that if somebody slashes another person's neck and he stands with his knife dripping blood and he stands there watching over the dead person, you will still be talking about the presumption of innocence? The evidence that JAMB has provided on this matter, and even the evidence that Osita Chidoka has come up with, they are cast iron evidence. We don't need House of Reps probe to set up another committee for 1 week. We don't need it. Let them get themselves busy doing something else. If they don't know how to get themselves busy, we'll suggest to them what to do.
Recommend
No, what they should even do. See, JAMB, God bless Dr. The head of corporate communications of JAMB.
Fabian.
Dr. Fabian. You see, he came prepared. Prepared hard facts. See, JAMB has a USSD code that you register your phone number with each candidate as registers his or her phone number with the USSD code with your NIN. That's why JAMB was insisting that you must have your NIN. Now, that's
why they are saying they know that this guy connived with other people. Because some of those what you even need to get into
yes,
is known to you.
It's known to you alone. So now this lady, the time and the date that she sent a request, you sent request, just put my result, send it to 5505. That's the JAMB USSD. It will return your result to you. Now, it returned 249 to Mmesoma. Mmesoma now typed the 362 and sent to the porter. The porter rejected it.
And still repeated the 249.
And repeated that your result is 249. So what are we talking about?
And she still printed.
She still printed
the page. She printed
from the page. She printed the original 249.
All the time. The time is there. The time that she did all of this.
And the date. So what are we talking about here? Even the lady has now.
That's all the record now.
In fact, I think we should go the line of Chidoka that Mmesoma, the father and the mother, should come and apologize to JAMB so that we Nigerians can plead for leniency. Yes, no doubt, even with 249, she's a brilliant girl, but she's not outstanding as she wants people to believe.
Okay, let me take Gerald is calling us from Abuja. Thank you for joining us, Gerald.
Thank you, guys. I greet you all. I greet Babajide especially. Thank you guys for the brand of journalism you are promoting. The journalism that is as it should be, that is predicated on knowledge, devoid of emotion. I salute you guys. As much as possible, I, like millions of other Nigerians,
Are you there, Gerald?
Wow, he's gone.
Okay. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you for your accommodation. I think we lost Gerald.
Yes. It's a brand of journalism that we've been doing from day one. We are not going to wear cheap suits and be telling Nigerians what we saw on social media. We interpret the truth for people and simplify it, make it easy for people to understand. Why do you think there's no program like this that Nigerians based abroad watch the most? It is because they believe that the only way they can know exactly what's going on in the country is by watching journalists Hangout.
The truth.
There is hardly any household where you won't see somebody who sat for JAMB in 2023. Go and check the result.
Simple.
It's not in that format.
Go and check the result, and that of Mmesoma is on the internet.
Do you know what some people are saying? You know, some of the people backing Mmesoma and talking about the need for independent investigation, people like Ekiti, they are hoping in their hearts that an investigation will come up with a smoking gun. How? They will wait forever.
How?
Because this truth is already self-evident. There is no investigation again that can yield the contrary. The facts are clear. What this girl and her backers don't know is that even their call logs, their phone conversations are recorded. If they are not careful, evidence will be provided with the transcripts that will show how they planned and executed this abominable crime. Very you can sit, you can write all kinds of things. The truth is the truth. And the truth is that this is a clear case of forgery. Abusing JAMB, calling for the scrapping of JAMB, and even deceiving yourself that, oh, Nigerians have intimidated her to confess. Technology, one good thing about technology is that it will expose you.
Yeah.
She has admitted that when she sent
to the USSD code,
it told her what she's caught. Okay. No individual who starts for JAMB has the right to generate a result of his own.
At all.
The girl who came first, it was a JAMB that announced that this is the person.
Let me take it. Lawrence is calling us from Lagos. Thank you for staying with us, Lawrence.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. Thank you for speaking the truth.
Thank you, Florence.
The truth is glaring in our eyes, but people refuse to see it.
Wait till we won't leave them alone now. We won't leave them alone.
Script. My daughter ran to the room and told me that, Mommy, I should come and see that paper the girl is holding is fake. Because she wrote JAMB this year.
Oh.
So she came in and brought out the original one and said, Mommy, look at this my own and look at the girl's own. Compare it. You can see that the one the girl is holding is the old one.
Different.
And I looked at it and I saw that there is a great difference between two of them.
Thank you, Florence.
So I don't know why people should be calling for ethnicity. I don't understand.
That's all to sit out to us.
Condemn the wrongdoing.
Yes.
That is why our country is not moving forward. Because when we see the wrong thing, we try to cover it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Florence.
We will never make progress as a nation when a good number of us will see the truth and refuse to honor the truth.
Try to color lies.
I mean, I don't know what people gain in a life like this. Somebody was saying, somebody that I know, he came on social media, he said, is this how we condemn our children when they make mistakes? I don't know the kind of father that you have. That man,
can you imagine?
That man that I came out of his loins, honestly, if I do anything that warrants me being handed over to the police, I swear to God, my dad will hand me over. The people don't know what they are talking about. They think everybody is like them? Some parents, if you commit armed robbery, they will hand you over to the police. Some parents can do that.
You know, I sat for WAEC in 1984. I had just 2 credits.
Veteran.
My dad said, Mojit, we are going back to Olaoluwa. You won't go to any other school or any tutorial center.
So that you can face the disgrace.
Go and face that disgrace. You sit with your juniors in the same class. In fact, the first day I was hiding. I mean, the first day I went back. So he said, you go back there. Go and face them. In 1985, I had the best result.
Because he knew you had the potential.
Yes.
Just that you were not necessarily playful.
Yes. So it didn't allow me to go to any tutorial college or anything. I went back to the same school. Those are the kind of discipline we had in those days.
Parents will be looking for special centers.
Special centers.
Parents will be looking for who to drive. That will solve
that girl.
Parents are looking for special centers and hanging around even exam centers. Looking for how to cheat. What do you want their own kids to do. Oh, is that how you condemn your own children? Oh, if my son brings me to shame, and that shame is of this level, if I don't disown him, except God intervenes. If I don't disown him, except God intervenes. Because that's the way I was brought up. And I'm happy that people that passed through my dad, including those that you saw, who came with the governor, they said this was the same person. Even the person who is traditional ruler today was flogging him.
Yes. He said so.
He said it.
I was there.
So what are we talking about? Our country, we can't watch our country descend into the abyss because of the abominable and shameless attitude of some people who will see black and call it white. No, we can't. Even if we are not many, that are left to defend the truth at the risk of our lives, we will defend the truth. No matter this matter, we will not leave this matter.
Professor,
we will not. Tomorrow I will bring another topic. We
Professor
will not leave this matter.
Is smarter than
we will not leave this matter.
He knew he saw this coming.
Prevails.
Yeah, so Professor, they saw this coming, and that's why he changed the format.
Yes,
and he has been increasing the level of security.
Because a lot of people, they've called to question the operations of JAMB, that it should be reviewed, change their modus operandi, just because of this.
Let me now blow your mind. You see, there are two ways you can generate your results from JAMB. One, through the USSD code, or through scratch card. The scratch card prints out the this portrait for you, while the USSD code will send the results to your phone. It will send it to your phone. So two ways. Those two ways generated the same result for Mmesoma. But on the USSD code, when Mmesoma sent the command to the USSD code 5505, and it returned 249 to her, Mmesoma now typed the one she wanted. The 362.
She got an old result.
And sent it back to.
Got an old result sheet of an innocent girl. Then put her own
figures.
Unfortunately for her, you know, even the dim-witted people teach people how to cheat. They always leave
a gap,
an opening,
where
you can easily grab them. The QR code,
that QR code,
be forged.
You can't forge it.
So that QR code
is unique to
when you
each
scan when you scan the QR code, it will bring out the name of the original owner of that sheet that she superimposed her own scores on. So this is the thing. The QR code is actually the result sheet. Is the result. So the information provided on the side is just to make you see everything in bold relief.
Yeah.
So the QR code is actually what gives you your result. So if you scan it, you will see the name of the innocent girl.
It's like your it's like your this COVID
barcode.
Yes.
Yeah. See, anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world, they scan it. Date and the type of vaccine you collect. It shows there with your name, your picture, your NIN, all your details.
Yes.
So if you go and carry a fake hard copy, a fake vaccination card with a different barcode that can they scan it, they'll just arrest you.
Yes.
Because that is what has happened. Technology has gone far beyond the Oluwole days.
It's not everything that you can read.
You can't do Oluwole to everything.
It's a situation that
so JAMB is foolproof. Don't just try to diminish the attempts being made by your one. Because of one girl.
Just saying, oh, JAMB is this, JAMB is that, JAMB is this, that, because... So
out of 1.5 million people, why is it that there's only one person that is coming
a result
that is on landscape, and you are defending that kind of character?
Are people not even, are they not faking bank alerts now?
So if...
Are you going to call for the sack of bank MDs? If people are faking bank alerts. Are you not aware that they are faking bank alerts?
Yes, now.
Definitely.
You go to a supermarket.
Okay, let's take Femi from Abuja. Thank you for joining us, Femi.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, go ahead, Femi.
Yes. That man, Mr. Oloyede, in fact, when I was in when I was seeking for admission years back, over 15 years back. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, when I was seeking for admission 1 years back, that was when I knew that man. In fact, the man is a complete human being. I think like 10 of Mr. Professor Olojede in Nigeria would have been in a better hand.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Femi. Julius, let's celebrate this lady, this lady from Anambra State.
Yes.
She got 360 from Deeper Life Secondary School.
Yes.
And
and you know so many people too in her school. Look at this. Beautiful, precious. This is the person we should be celebrating.
360. In English language, 66. Mathematics, 98. Physics, 97. Chemistry, 99. Woo!
So that is the original #1.
This is the real MVP.
Confirmed.
The real MVP.
Yes, sir.
Valuable player.
So for those
out of 400,
this is the Messi. This is the Lionel Messi of UTME this year. Kudos to you.
And for those companies and corporate bodies,
credible organizations.
This is the person.
This is the girl.
This is the girl to
don't waste your time
to give scholarship. For those people say they want to give empty scholarship and everything without getting
you want to give scholarship to a forger. Something is wrong with you. No. It is people like this Precious.
Yes.
In fact, if I have access to her parents, I will give a personal donation to this girl, because if I had a child like this, I would be extremely proud of her. Brilliant girl, no noise.
This is what
no noise.
It's called 360.
Yes, yeah. And nobody knows that.
And now you want to add 2 on top of this hard work to beat her.
Who announced you as the winner?
As the winner.
It is JAMB's responsibility
to announce
because the 10
best names.
And you have 99 in chemistry, 98 in mathematics, 97 in physics.
Yes, oh man.
Wow! Stand up for the champion.
JAMB didn't give her this result. She earned it.
She earned the result.
Yes.
360.
She didn't scan it. She didn't. I'm happy.
She didn't alter the barcodes.
JAMB has now identified the young boy who designed that app that was used to clone.
Very good.
So, and they are saying that they are going to withdraw his admission.
Correct.
They discovered, and they are going after them one after another.
Of course. No, see, whenever you design any app, before you can register it, your details will be there. So it is difficult.
Discover the boy.
You will be found out. They will get you, and all those who have been helping that girl.
Universities, people JAMB system is loose. People are getting into universities. Okay, rig JAMB result for your son, and let us see whether he can get into Unilag. You think universities are taking money for verification of JAMB result for nothing? Try it, rig the result and get into Unilag. Let us see.
So once again, congratulations to Ume Precious, this precious lady. Moji Jami, thank you for your contribution. And the Mesro, thank you. We keep celebrating this girl.
No,
this is the person we should be celebrating.
Yes, whenever we are talking about this matter,
always.
We'll bring this
girl. We should be celebrating.
And we will not leave
Precious.
This matter alone.
Yes. Get to the root of it till the DSS. They come out with the investigation and a verdict.
It's a very easy
actually
investigation.
Reached.
Yes. The facts are startling.
All right. And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program by 5 p.m. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Ozubakun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.